Let's talk about the most powerful tool in your wealth building arsenal. Hey everybody, Randy Gage here. I want to welcome you to another episode of Prosperity TV. I'm coming to you from my place in San Diego again, and I want to talk about, first, let's talk about the second most powerful tool for creating wealth, because that is compound interest. And I think most people would probably say, hey, that's the ultimate, that's how you create wealth, and compound interest is extraordinary. If you're really not familiar with it, then you need to take 10 minutes and get on Google and do some searching and really just look at some charts. Type in power of compound interest, and you'll see a lot of links, and you'll see some charts, and you'll see what you can do when you just take a small amount of money and compound it over a period of time. And think back to what we talked about the last show when we talked about, I think it was the last show, when we talked about dealing with debt and how you want to get out of the credit card debt and all those things. And so you take that one and you pay off the one with the highest. Now you have that money to apply to the other debt, and then you get that, you apply it to more. And then the other thing is you're always going to spend less than you actually make so that you can invest something in putting it to work for you, growing your wealth. And that's where the compound interest will really come into play. Definitely something you want to have in your wealth building plan, in your arsenal. The other thing, but what I think is even more powerful, is the power of compound learning. And this is all about understanding how you can grow you. And the more you grow you, the more exponentially you can control your wealth and grow your wealth. I was doing a interview. You remember that last show I did in Orrin Woodward's place back in Florida, and we were talking, I was at a mastermind there, and we were talking about the power of compound learning. And one of the guys in the group, Andy Dooley, he had maxed out his credit card, his last $5,000. He bought this self-development package of thing to grow himself and go into business, and that was what made the big difference for him. And I got to tell you, that's the only time, because you heard me last week, I hate debt. I think it's a prison. We don't want to invite, just like you wouldn't invite cancer into your body, why would you invite debt into your financial plan? The only time I like to see people do that, when they have to, is when they're investing in themselves, when they're investing in compound learning, or compounding their wisdom, compounding their skills, compounding the vision through which they look at the world. So instead of looking at because I have people I coach with and their business has been doing $2 million a year for so long, they can't even process the idea that it could do 200 million or 2 billion. And the reason why is because they haven't invested in themselves. They have this limited window through which they see the world. We got to expand that window so that you think bigger, attempt bigger things, have higher goals, larger goals, more ostentatious, more ambitious, more audacious goals, because you know you can accomplish them, because you've grown you've developed your skills, you've built your belief, you've developed your confidence, you've gained more wisdom, you've got more knowledge, you've got higher level of skills to actually implement and create wealth. And then you know when you create that wealth, again, you're going to reduce the debt right away. You're going to take the other income and you're going to invest it into things that create more income. You compound your wealth. You do that, and prosperity is only a matter of time. So what do you think of all this? Share your thoughts down below. If you're watching this on Facebook, please share the video with your stream. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like buttons, hit the share buttons. Let me know what you think. Until next week, love you guys. Peace and live rich. Hey, you're gonna love next next week's show. Next Monday I'm going to be back and we're going to talk about how you create the perfect prosperity plan.